I just want to share with you guys how my first beginner acrylic nail course went. First of all, I was super excited. I stayed up super late preparing everything for my 4 participants. I stayed up until 4 a.m. the night before. Yes, 4 a.m. And we started at 8 a.m. I'm super surprised because one girl did actually get there before me, but everybody did arrive on time at 8 a.m. For me, that is super exciting because that goes to show that these girls were super excited and were ready and were focused to learn the beautiful art of nails. Once the girlies were seated comfortably, right in front of them was a box, which is the nail kit that is provided with this nail course. There were multiple items in this nail kit, but I'm only going to name 5 of them. We had acrylic powder. We had my favorite monomer. Of course, I had to give it to you girlies. We had some cuticle nippers that were super sharp and pink because I love pink. And we also provided a gel lamp for the gel top coat that was also included. And I added some glitter. I prefer this kit to be used during our nail course, but this kit is good for 10 to 15 nail sets. So this kit can also be used outside to practice on friends and family. Something that is very important that was included into this nail kit was the nail manual. What made me come up with this manual was I had to research in my nail books that was given to me in nail school. I also had to research online because this is very, very important in the nail industry. A couple of topics that I did talk about in the nail manual was infection and disinfection control. Infections are very serious in the nail industry, and we learned with disinfection on how to disinfect our implements. A couple of other things that we learned was the nail growth and the structure, how our natural nail is growing, how long it takes, and what our nails are made up of. Another thing that we learned was acrylic nails from start to finish. Something that's very important in today's society is social media. Social media, you have to constantly post in order to grow your business. We also talked about our business and how to start a nail business. As the time was going by so fast, it was already time for our first 15-minute break. Lucky for the Unique Nail Salon, there was a coffee shop just right around the corner and we were able to walk to get a coffee. Personally, I love iced coffee and I always have an iced coffee in my hand while I'm working. So once we got back to the salon, we were able to sit down, we were energized, and we were ready to keep learning. After drinking our iced coffees, we dedicated 2 hours to working on our non-dominant hand, which means if you write with your right hand, you're going to practice on your left hand. If you write with your left hand, you're going to practice on your right hand. And this just helps yourself to realize how far you're pushing with the cuticle pusher, how far you're cutting with the cuticle nippers, and on the file, how much pressure you should apply. This helps so that you know how far you're going and also for your client's nails. Halfway through the course, by this time, we all were feeling hungry. We all started to get hungry because we had just drank iced coffee. So by this time, they brought us some tacos. These tacos were from a food truck here in Delta, Colorado. They were super yummy. I think each of us ate about 3 or 4 of them, which was really good. And after we were done eating and we were full from our tummies, we started working on ombre nails. What is ombre nails? Ombre nails is 2 colors blended together. The nails that they did not touch while they were working on their non-dominant hand is what we practiced on. So the girls practiced on 2 of their fingernails, ombre. Once we finished ombre nails on ourselves, it was now time for the most challenging part, which was doing nails on your partner. So one thing that I really did like about this nail course is you get the real experience of being in a nail salon, working on somebody else, not just your own hand. This part was my favorite part ever of this whole course, just because there were many questions asked and I was able to answer them. Whenever people ask questions, it's really good because it shows how interested they are in the topic. So for example, I had my own nail model. So I was doing nails on my model as the girls were doing nails on their partners. If one of the girls had a question, I would go up to them and show them how it would be done, or we would all come around the table where I had my model and I'd show them all together. At this point, the girls were super focused and super determined to finish their hand and their partner's hand. And getting to the final part, everyone was super excited to receive their certificate for completing this nail course. And to wrap up this whole nail course, since from the beginning to the end, we cheersed, we laughed a lot, we said our goodbyes, took pictures, and each of my girls went home with a goodie bag. I am super, super, super proud of these girlies because this is not just a class. This is the first step into something that can become a career. So congratulations, girlies!